Friday.
Yeah. Do I live here?
Skal jeg dele det link på den?
Ja, det har jeg gjort. C-H-A-N-N.
Du er på. Video er lidt blurry.
Ja, det ved jeg godt. Hello there, everyone. I will just swap. Yeah, we have to do it on the Danish one for now. I'll fix it until next time. I'll just have to. Yeah, we'll have to wing it. Maybe we'll see how far we get. So just if everyone can see, I'm just gonna do something to actually change the quality here. It's a bit of shame because we really had some cool I really had some cool stuff planned for you today. So maybe we can do it a bit fast. I really am sorry. I have no clue whatsoever about what actually happened. I think it had to do something about the YouTube has changed how the setup is in the back end of YouTube, and also I've changed the name of the channel since last time, and I think it's just a combination of those two factors. I'm really sorry about that. I hope you can see now. So yeah, I'm very sorry. Martin, I hope this is acceptable at least. So as I was saying, I'm very sorry about that, and yeah, okay. Well, at least we can at least we can tie a fly now. It was very strange because it didn't look like, in my system told me everything was fine until one of my friends who are here, he told me that there was just blank screen, that there wasn't anything happening on the channel. So I had to look into that because everything looked in. I have a program running these live streams for me as kind of hosting them on YouTube. And that told me that everything was fine, and it kept continuing to tell me that everything was fine, even though I restarted that a couple of times. But okay, well, let's just tie a fly. We're gonna do this fly here, the Thunder Spay, today, and this is not a particularly difficult fly, but it really is an awesome looking fly, and it's one of the flies that I'm looking very much forward to fishing this year. The first thing we need is a classic tube. So I take one of these and then I melt kind of like this. So I have something for this to latch onto like that. Great. Then I'm gonna attach my tying thread about here, so I have maybe 5 millimeters or something like that, down to the end of the tube here. And because I like this to be in the color scheme of the thunder and lightning, then we need some yellow, we need some gold, we need some orange, some black, and some blue. Almost like something like all the stuff you need for a wedding, I guess. There's also a bunch of things you need there, but you need all of those I just mentioned to compose a nice looking thunder and lightning. So this is holographic yellow Vebus tinsel, and that's going to be the yellow part of the fly. But also because this is holographic yellow and this yellow is quite warm, then it's going to also add some of the almost gold to the theme of this fly here. So I'm going to do that fairly long part here in this holographic. Actually, I think I need a bit more of this. Just gonna tie a bit further along here, and then I'm just gonna give it a bit more like so. so that it becomes a bit longer. The reason why I'm making this, I think there it is. This is difficult to see on the video, I know, but the rest of the fly is going to be easier. It's just it's very shiny, so that kind of takes up a lot of the lighting here, and it gets overexposed. But the next thing we need is one of these pole beads here. They come in two different sizes. They have a 5 something millimeter and then an even bigger one. The bigger one is that the bigger one? I don't know. I'm just gonna see if I can find the smaller one or if this is the bigger one. This actually works nicely. I think this is probably the one that I use the most. Yeah, it is. Okay. So we're gonna add one of those, but before we do that, we just need to make a whip finish here. Cutting off the thread. Then I'm gonna apply some sabagap, and then this black flexi bead is gonna be our body, and this will have a couple of different functions. As you can see now, we have the bead. I think I can. No, that's probably as sharp as it should be. Hvad? Der er stadig reklame, det skal jeg få, det havde jeg troet ellers jeg havde slået fra. No. Okay, now I was just talking about the commercial. For some reason they've added commercials to the beginning of this video, even though I'm pretty sure I turned that off, but yeah, you know, stuff happens. But in order to make this an actual spay fly, what we need next is a spay hackle in orange. And of course a spay cape is a bit expensive. Is an expensive material, but they are just so very awesome. And this orange is very nice for a lot of different salmon flies, and it's going to look absolutely amazing on this pattern. Orange is regretfully a color that is a bit hard to come by, but I actually ordered these especially to get these, so I have a bit of those in stock, but I don't know how long those stocks will last, because it's something I have to order special from Whiting, and with spay things that is not things that are regularly in stock can be a bit difficult to get. So things you have to get that is not in the normal list of things that they make can be a bit difficult to get, but I'll do whatever it takes and all I can to keep this orange one in stock, because I like that, and I actually use it in a couple of different flies. So now I take the orange spay one, the orange spay feather here, and tie this in the bottom here. I should have fastened the vise here a bit better. Now I have turned the crank all the way, like this. Now I need my hackle plier to control the spay hackle. Okay. And of course, depending on how big you want your fly to be, you can take a different type of hackle. But since this is I'm sorry if I I hit the camera, but I have to turn the hackle, you know. So basically, I do like this. Just turn the hackle here, and I don't know if you can see that, but it really is a very nice and profound effect with the spay hackle here, and the feathers here, they're all over there, very alive, and will work and move very erratic in the water, and really a good way to do this, to do a fly like this. So basically that's the first part. And what we're gonna do is basically make 3 hackles, add some jungle cook, and then this fly is done. So it's not that difficult, but because it has this bead here, the hackles will have a lot of volume, have a lot of bulk, and will not completely collapse. And that bead there will also help the fly fish as soon as it hits the water. So the next thing we need is this. This is golden pheasant in black. So I have some of these golden pheasants here that are dyed black, and what I basically use is the feathers that normally are red on here. They are very nice for spay hackles, and those are the ones I will be using for this fly. So basically, I try to find a nice big dense feather, because I want something that is big but not as big as the spay one. This should be a bit shorter, and this feather here will do nicely. A bit shorter but still fairly long. Again, this is completely in line with the color scheme of this thunder and lightning. And for low water, or for clear water like Kola Peninsula and stuff like that, also Stone in most parts of the season, and Skjern for that matter, or any Norwegian river, where the water is clear, this will look very good. It's also going to be fairly easy to cast, because it has the weight. It will very easily stretch the leader also. Let me just see what I'm doing here, like so. And it will start fishing the second it hits the water. We'll just keep turning the hackle here until there is no more hackle left. Fold everything back. There we go. Tying this, fastening this. There you see the color scheme here. I think maybe I can. Yeah, the spay capes are awesome, John. You would love those for shrimps as well. If you didn't see if you haven't seen the some of the videos I've done about shrimps with this, then you should, because these spay capes are without a doubt the best way of tying shrimps I ever encountered. It's simply just, it looks out of this world. Okay, the next thing is, of course, to keep in line with the scheme here, the color scheme of the thunder and lightning. It's gonna be these Guinea fowl in kingfisher blue. Also lovely feathers that really just makes this fly completely pop. For some reason, I have always been in love with the color scheme here. The orange, the yellow, the blue, and the black. It's just a classic, really is a classic. This one I'm gonna tie down in the tip of the feathers, and I'm really sorry that I haven't had time to actually take some good studio pictures of this fly, because then I could have shown you how actually truly remarkable and good looking this is. Oh, I did something a bit different than what I normally do there, like so. Ah, it fell out. I pulled it too hard. And then this will finish this fly off here. So I'm gonna tie the Guinea fowl, and you don't want to overdo that. That can quite easily become too much. So be very careful not to overdo the Guinea fowl. And the striation the striation on this Guinea fowl just, yeah, it's just awesome. This blue color here with it's just, it's thunder and lightning. It's hard to compare. I need to do something about this. I can see now. I need to make it a bit more sharp. I think there. That was way better. There. Tell me if that wasn't better. I'm very sure that was a lot better. Just looks so awesome. Just looks so very, very awesome. Okay, the next thing we need is some artificial jungle cock, because ordinary jungle cock is just so, or regretfully, so very, very hard to come by. So I'm gonna use some artificial ones, and the best ones are the one that Pro Sportfisher makes. I'll just see if this is too big, or if this is perfect. Just 1 second. That is actually too big, so I'm gonna go with this size instead. Basically, what this is some artificial jungle cock that is made from it's not paper, but it's something that is it will keep the shape, not too much, but it's very durable. I saw him had a fly that has been in a tank for, like, with current, so the fly would move, and the fly had lost all its color except for these jungle cocks. They were still there, and looked exactly how they did from the beginning, and that has been over more than a month in the tank. So these are nice. They work very well, and they do not affect. Of course, everything affects the movement of the fly in the water, but these are not these are not as so stiff as to actually ruin the movement of the fly here. So I've added them to the sides, as you can see there. There you have them, one on each side. And of course, I'm gonna very carefully use my scissor to cut as close to as I can. You gotta love this scissor. This is the best scissor I ever tried. It's freaking awesome. It's made from tungsten, so it's a bit expensive, and if you drop this on a too hard surface, then the tip will break. But it just cuts so close, like nothing compares to this. Okay, then actually we need a bit of angel hair in gold to kind of top this off, and for some reason I put that away. Here it is. Just not a lot, and you can skip this part if you don't like the flesh, but I'd like to add just a small amount of this to give it just a small hint of that gold that was in the original Thunder and Lightning as well. So that's too much. See, something like that. This is maybe 10 strands or thereabout. And I try to get that to go all the way around here. Just a small amount. Cut off all the leftover stuff. Make it with finish. And then I've been looking at this from a lot of different ways of finishing this fly. And what the conclusion I've come to is that either a completely black a completely black cone head will do nicely. But what I really think looks the absolutely best is a kingfisher blue, a metal blue disc. This will also again help this fly, even though it will look very small and insignificant in the water. It will move a lot of water. That will present it, so it will present itself as kind of more of a threat. The really nice color of this is a bit difficult to see on the video because it matches the shirt I have on, and I'm not gonna change, John. Before you ask, I'm not gonna change just so you can see the cone head better. This is the shirt I wear today, and I'm sticking with it. It's actually going to be the shirt I'm going to wear for every one of these. So I add a bit more Savagap, and then basically just push this up there. And this will also protect the hackles. It will protect the hackles and make sure, as you can see, this really pops this fly. John, I'm gonna buy 3 more pairs of these. I love them. They're the best piece of clothing I ever bought. I simply just love them. But as you can see here, the colors, this color scheme just looks absolutely amazing. The bead will help the fly sink fast. It will the disc here will ensure that the fly is durable, and the bead will keep everything up into the current. Also, this bead will help make the fly swim more erratic in the water. So all in all, you have a combination here of, well, a fairly simple fly that looks absolutely astounding and have a lot of movement, and this fly can really sneak up upon the salmon and make them, you know, grab it, or yeah, I don't think they're gonna have any choice about it. If they see this one, they're gonna grab it. That's my story, and I'm sticking to it. Who died and make you the fashion expert here, here, John? Okay, I'm gonna take this out of the vise and just do the last thing this requires. Cut off. John Johnston, the fashion expert of fly fishing. Kind of brings you up there with another one I could mention who always has a lot of opinions about a lot of things and really wants a Helios 3 rod. John, you know anyone that fits that description? Oh well. Yeah. So I'm very sorry that we didn't get to do more than this one fly, but I think this was the most important of the 2 flies, because I've fallen in love with this pattern. I really want to catch a salmon on this fly, and I'm gonna do so. It really is, truly is an awesome looking fly, this one. So I know, John, I know. Yeah, me too. I'm not gonna say that. Me too. I also want one more sage. But the problem is, John, right? There's never just I want one more sage rod. It's always because you always want, yeah, you know. If only one would suffice, you know. But yeah, sometimes it is like that. It is like that. Oh well, I'm very sorry, and also very impressed that you actually stayed on for this long, waiting for me to actually get the stuff to work. I had no clue that there would be any problems whatsoever. And as you can see, it's not anything with my equipment or anything. It's simply just that YouTube has somehow changed some stuff that I wasn't aware of, and maybe because I changed the name of the YouTube channel also, I don't know. But I'm gonna fix that until next Wednesday, so it will be easy, smooth sailing from here on out. And as soon as I'm gonna continue the fly tying until it actually makes sense to take the camera out to the water and do the live streams from there. So hopefully I will be able to do some live streams via my phone and my GoPro cameras from the waters in the months to come. So that every Wednesday I will still continue to do the live stream all year, but I'm gonna do them from a river or from the coastline or something like that, some fishing. Good luck. Good luck, John. Damn, I wish it was me who were going saltwater fishing. Well, I'm sorry it didn't work on the English channel. But well, at least we got to tie a fly here, and and we got to talk a little bullshit. That's okay also. But it's almost it's 9 o'clock, and time is running, and I've been at work since 6 o'clock this morning. So this is my 15th hour of work today. So I think I've earned earned some free time now. And not that I don't have fun, because I do have a lot of fun doing this. But thank you so much for watching, and having the patience to to wait out the crisis, and be back on Wednesday with something that works better. Signing off. See you all.